Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen. It is for real. Season begins here. Oh, and he gets it all wrong. Penalty flag's going to come in. Going to mark this one out beyond the 40-yard line.
Now from the great state of Illinois, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the second city of Chicago. Today we kick off the new year with an NFC North matchup, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Chicago Bears. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Throwing is Williams. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be second down.
Now you can exhale. The season is officially underway. Plenty of work done during the offseason, camp, and the preseason that led to that first throw of the year.
Second down and 3. Now a first carry here for the running back. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Tackle made back at his own 49.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. To throw, Williams. He'll try and do this himself. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Only took him 3 plays, and they're already in the red zone, just like that.
And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When a play breaks down like this, you're taught to plaster to a receiver. Find the nearest one and adhere yourself to it. But you can only stay with the receiver so long if the play continues to develop. He knows where he's going. You do not.
A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Bears are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. McCarthy operating from the gun. And this is taken in at the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now McCarthy. And that's out to the flat for Swift. Touchdown, Vikings! DeAndre Swift, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Play action. Now Williams. Open man down the field. That's a Dunze. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup.
Time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
To throw, it's Williams. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
To me, that's a superior play by the backer because he was allowed to, I think, run free on it and make that play. His defensive linemen, they covered things down for him because offensive guys, the linemen, what they're trying to do, as you know, is block the guy at the point of attack and then climb to the next level and get the linebacker. And you're not allowed to climb. You got a free hitter, and that's what we saw there, and a really nice play resulted for them.
Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. How about this? They'll change it at the line. They'll go. Here's Williams. He'll try to do it himself. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Looking to throw is Williams. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Vikings 7. Joshua Carty to kick off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Yards to go.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
16 yards. And the Vikings
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
At the 49-yard line.
The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. In motion right is Addison. And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From the gun, here's Swift. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That close on 3rd down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
Going for it, here's McCarthy. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard
On
line.
1st and 10, it's Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
2nd and 11 at the 31-yard line.
To the air with McCarthy. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He'll get it inside the 20. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's another Vikings 1st down.
Here's Swift. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
McCarthy off the play fake. He's got it. Touchdown. T.J. Hockenson. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one. As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Design run for their wideout. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
And 3.
Pass complete. Now the ball comes loose. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And that one coming on his opening carry of the season. Do you give him a mulligan?
You would like to, but this game counts. If this were preseason, he'd get a mulligan. But this is for real, so not expecting that at all. Got to find a way to take care of it. I'm sure he'll get other opportunities.
And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. Swift going to try up the middle. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And this will be taken at the 13. Fighting it off. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bears take over. the Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Moving inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Here's McCarthy. He's going to wind up and air it out. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. And what's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs of getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And that kick will go out of bounds right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. 4 yards on the pickup there. Now they're left with a 3rd and 8. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Here's Williams. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Look at the big fella go. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Chicago. Cole Kmet
77 yards. And the Bears are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a three-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Throwing again, McCarthy. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Gotta figure this is one they need here on third and goal. Throwing is McCarthy. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. There's Hawkinson in the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal.
21. Wiley Patterson to kick off for Minnesota.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. That is incomplete.
Let's give a little credit to the defense on that one. They resisted quite well, and that pass fell incomplete. But this ball game for him, that's just a momentary speed bump. He's played awfully well throwing the football.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To the air, Williams. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
On 1st and 10, here's Irvin.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
2nd and 12 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing is Williams.
Now a run here. Williams loses the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw.
He'll get this into the hands of Odunze. He's to the 15.
Touchdown, Chicago!
Odunze.
76 yards.
And the Bears are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Vikings 21. Joshua Hardy to kick
The Bears
off.
send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now McCarthy.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
To throw, Williams.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 14 yards and a Chicago 1st down.
That's good for the Bears. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
A shotgun handoff here to Irving.
And some space here.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Williams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And I think the ball's out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
McCarthy operating from the gun. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's the option. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Back to throw. McCarthy. A quick throw there is incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
From the gun on 3rd down, McCarthy. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. And the defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. 48 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. McCarthy. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Looking to throw. McCarthy. And he will not be able to hang on
through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
Riley Patterson for the Vikings field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
Patterson's kick is good. And that will close the gap down to 14. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
Play action. Now Williams.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
It's a gain of 18. And the Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
To throw, it's Williams.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns.
And the Bears are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Vikings 24. Joshua Carty to kick off.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
It's 2nd down.
Back to throw.
McCarthy. We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
What is up?
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand-new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Chicago, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.